to the IPA #SheIsIPA and Policing TV collaboration on highlighting women in policing and police women in International Police Association. My name is May-Britt Ronnebro. I am the former Secretary General of the International Executive Board of International Police Association. We are a group of female IPA members who now work together in a project that is called #SheIsIPA. We deliver interviews, webinars, seminars, and much more to empower police women. Our goal is to attract police women to join the IPA and parallel give professional training. During 2024, we will meet interesting persons in policing who are or might become members of IPA, but they are, for us, very interesting when it comes to their adventure in policing. I would like to say thank you to Policing TV, who kindly provide this platform for #SheIsIPA. I am your host today, and I am happy to welcome you to meet Sandra Smith from, I think it is Bedfordshire Police in England. And in this interview, we will speak with Sandra about her background in policing in the first episode. In the second, we will talk a little bit more about something she's very connected to, that is women of color in policing. And we will also speak about a little bit of IPA and then out. But Sandra, if we start from the very beginning, so why did you join policing and how was it at the time?
When you ask that question, May-Britt, I think about the fact that I've only been in policing for over 7 years, and I remember someone asking me, 20 odd years you've been in policing, what have you done? Well, actually, I started police later on in life. If I go back to the 80s, I wanted to join policing, but my mother didn't feel that it was safe at that time. So I fell into a career of retail, grew up in retail management, and then after 30 years decided I wasn't giving enough back to my community, and that's when I decided to join policing. So just over 7 years, and the reason why I did that was that I wanted to we talk about when we join policing, when we join nursing, whatever these professions, we join because we want to give something back to our community. And it's as simple as that. I didn't want to be on the sidelines. I wanted to try and make some sort of change.
Mm. So you did another profession to begin with. So did you have any kind of special training before you joined the police that could be of use for the police? Or was it just that this is the profession I would like to learn and continue working in?
I think when you work in retail, you deal with the public and you offer service to the public. So, retailing is all about people. And I felt that was the skill. That was the skill that I had to be able to work within policing. And that's why I applied, because I knew I had that skill.
Yeah, but we're talking about your background in retailing and that you met a lot of people, and that was one of the triggers for you also to choose policing. But you mentioned that your mother didn't feel that this was something safe for you as a woman. And
And as,
how
as
was her reaction now when you decided 7 years ago to go into policing?
well, Well, sadly, my mum passed in 2020 and didn't know I
Mm.
joined policing. And you'll
Oh,
find that, some people of colour within policing sometimes don't show their true self. And, sometimes we don't tell our families, sometimes we don't tell our friends. And we talk about our whole self and bring our whole self to work. Sometimes we can't
mm,
do that because, I didn't want my mum to worry about my safety,
mm,
about policing in general. So I just didn't tell her.
mm. Yeah,
That is a big regret, I have to say.
yeah. The rest of the family, was there any reaction to your choice to change profession?
I think it was members of the family thought I was having a midlife crisis because I came to policing quite late in age. So, you know, I had a successful career. So I think for me, it wasn't about joining policing. My family were quite concerned about the fact that I wanted to change direction so late in life.
Mm. Yes. So when I think about that, you coming in, you got a good age when you start. You done the studies, you passed all the tests, become a police officer, a police woman or female police officer. That would be more recognized when you speak with the international audience, as our listeners are. How was the reaction among your colleagues and also the civilian staff when you showed up at the station?
Um, I would say that the station that I was posted to wasn't as diverse as I would have expected, but I was well received. I have to say, I don't think it was an issue with my colour. I think it was more an issue with my age. That's what I felt
Ah.
anyway, because
Mm.
you know, you join in at a certain age. You know, I had a 30-year career before, so I had a lot of knowledge about life's experiences. So for me, sometimes you need to see the whole person, and it's not always about the color. We are
Mm.
intersectional. So, you know, I have a faith, I'm a woman of a certain age, I'm a black woman, I have a hidden disability. So you can see that there is a lot about the person in front of you.
Mm.
And sometimes let's not focus on the color, let's focus on the whole person.
Mm.
So I was received very well. You know, I think for me it was because I came in with so much experience, so I had a certain standard and a certain expectation. So I
Yes.
think that was my difficulty from day one.
Yeah. But you gone through promotion. That is what I heard, at least. Can you tell us a little about that kind of process, because it's different from country to country, and your different choices?
Yeah, so when you come into policing, you know, you have 2 years to kind of embed your knowledge, your learning, and normally that's done on the front line, what we call intervention or patrol, so 9-9
Mm.
calls. Um,
Yes.
I mean, that is changing now, that you can come into policing and you can straight away specialize, but you need to understand the basics.
Mm.
So I did that. I worked in community because that's my skill set, working with people, being able to talk and engage with people and agencies. So I did that time in community, and then we had COVID, and I went on to secondment to help support the work around diversity and inclusion. And that started my promotional journey in terms of becoming a staff officer, working for the chief constable, and then I went on to apply for sergeant, and I've done a couple of roles, you know, in my sergeant's role.
Yeah. A private question then. Well, I don't know your private life, but how is policing when it come to combine that with your private life? Because there is expectation from a woman that she would have family, special interest, hobbies, whatever it would be. This combination for you, does it work, or is it a challenge that way?
it it works for me starting police later on in life. So, you know, I've got two kids who are grown up, I have grandkids, so I'm personally able to balance. And also policing has moved on in terms of its flexibility.
Mm.
We do have flexible working, so you know, if you're trying to balance uh, you know, work life, family life, there is flexible working, so you can
Mm.
work around it. So for me, it worked for me purely because I started policing quite late in life. So
Mm.
you've almost lived your life, and now your time is your time. So I'm able
Yes.
to give 110% to my career, if you like.
Yeah, lovely. And you done a lot. And in the next episode, we will speak about the well, now it's not a project any longer, but was something that actually started because you joined from what I understand, the Bedfordshire Police, and you found out that you were quite lonely with your experience and also your appearance. And we will take that in episode number 2.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you so far for sharing with us a little bit about background. Now we will go into the future. We are speaking with Sandra Smith and about her background in policing and why she joined, and all the benefits that came with that when she came to the Bedfordshire Police. And this is Policing TV together with #SheIsIPA. Thank you for listening.